Hey, Kathy. Thank you, Amanda. Trying to get everything set up where I can keep up with the comments. Give everybody a few minutes to hop on real quick. I can't see my comments. Hey, Trina. I think they're popping up now. I'll wait a few more minutes. Hey, Echo. The internet's kind of slow. Okay, so I figured I'd hop on really quick because I just ate dinner. I have a cup that I have to put a second coat on. Excuse me. And I figured I would hop on. So anybody that had any questions about Mod Podge. I use Mod Podge. This is the Mod Podge that I use. Hey, Lisa. That's the Mod Podge that I use. And because my cup already has one coat of glitter, hey, Donna, I put some Mod Podge in a cup. That way I don't get glitter in here. And it'll only go in here. And then I just use a brush. I tried the foam brushes. I'll use them if I need to, or if that's all I have. But I noticed with the foam brushes, they leave streaks really, really bad. Y'all check out my nifty cup holder. So I cut my noodle and my cup sits because I don't have a fancy wooden cup holder. So you use what you got. So this has already got one coat on it. This is a school bus cup. So what I did is I sprayed, thank you, Kathy. I sprayed my cup yellow so I wouldn't use as much glitter. So whenever you guys are doing a glittered cup, if you're doing a purple glitter, paint your base purple or a darker color. If you're using pink, spray paint your cup pink. It will save you on glitter. It will save you having to use so much glitter. So then what I did is I put the first coat of Mod Podge on. When you're working with the first layer, you got to work really quick because the Mod Podge does dry. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see this? I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I got this from the Dollar Tree. I guess it's like a dish pan. I put paper plates in here. And then here's my leftover, what you probably can't see because of the glitter. I mean the glare from the light. I put my plate in here and shake over my plate. So when I'm done, all I have to do is fold my plate and dump it back in the box. Anything that gets dumped in here, I put in a container because I may be able to make a nifty or a unusual glitter color combo. I don't know. I haven't done it yet, but so what I will do is And if I start this and you guys can't see it, let me know. Let's see if I can move you right here. That might be too much glare. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if that's too much glare, let me know and I'll fix it. I'm going to dump it here. And I'm just going to start. This cup has been drying. I did this one this morning and got busy. So I'm not pressing down too hard, but I am. And here's another trick. If you don't want to keep dipping, dump you a little bit on your cup. Like that. And just brush it. And any of the extra glitter falls on my plate, so I'm not wasting glitter, because I can dump that back in my container. Again, this is regular Mod Podge. I don't use dishwasher safe because it's going to be sealed with epoxy anyway. Make sure you get the ends of your cup really, really good. I hope you guys can see that. And you'll see it'll start to chunk up. Hey, Courtney. And I'm very heavy-handed with the Mod Podge. Make sure you get into the crack of your cup. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Perez. It's I have my football in here, and then I just take and push this. Hey, Amy, I put this on my turner. I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment. Now, hey Barbara, as you can see, this it's not a really thick layer of Mod Podge either. Make sure you get the rim. Now, what you don't want is lines, and you cannot see that. The lighting is horrible. See these lines? If you put glitter on that right now, you're going to be able to see it. And epoxy is not going to hide that. And I know that's probably not really good. I'm trying to get it where you can see right here. So what I do, and I got glue on that, so I have to switch out my plate. Hey Allison. So then I'm going to get the bottom. I wish there was a way that light wasn't so bad. The glare. Very thin layer, because it's not going to take much, because I've already sprayed my cup the color that I needed it. I had to grab some plates. So then I take my brush and I go down and I get all the lines off of my cup, especially like right here. There's a line. You probably cannot see it, but I go back through and I get all the lines. So there's no streaks. Hey, Melinda. Go around the edge. wipe off the excess. Make sure you get, if you're using a Ozark cup, make sure you get into the crack. I normally use hog cups and I don't have that problem. It's not as noticeable. Alright, so it's completely smooth. Let me see if this works better. If I cut this on and cut this off. That better? Probably not. See, it's all smooth. Oh, I see a line. So you want to get the line. So in here, again, for those of you that just joined, I have my plates in here. I'm going to glitter over this so I can save my glitter and I don't waste my glitter. Trying to find a clean plate. For my bus cups, Ethan, Bree, is there a bus cup over there? I was going to show you guys. This is iConnect with glitter, or iConnect with. This is Sunshine Iridescent. It's iridescent, so it's got like a pink sheen to it. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, take it out. Let me see it. So this is this. That's what it'll look like when I'm done. Vanessa, the cup line and the cup you use. Oh, this is an Ozark. Normally I use hog because the line here is not is so pronounced on the hog cups. Make sure you get your Mod Podge really good into that crack. So when your cup is done, you don't see it. Again, this is Sunshine Yellow Iridescent. I love this glitter. Love this glitter. I use Krylon matte. It doesn't matter if it's matte, gloss. It does not matter. Let me take the lid off because I don't like the shaker part of it. Okay, so again, my plate is in here. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to get the top. I'm going to dump. I'm going to coat it. I'm going to dump. I'm going to coat it. Dump. And I'm just going to do that. It's all falling on my plate. So I'm not wasting any of this glitter. And I just ordered some more. It should be here tomorrow. Dump. You're welcome, Crystal. I think that's... So now this is empty. I just pick up my plate and I just continue to sprinkle. And it's falling on another plate. And I'm making a mess. Dump. Just get my other plate. I hope you guys can see that. I'm just sprinkling it on here. And then I get the bottom, which it might be kind of hard to do. Yeah. Let me dump this back in the container. So I just tap it. My trusty cup holder. Hey, Debbie. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it. Tara, it's iConnect. And I just tap it and dump it back into my container. This is the glitter. Vanessa, it's a noodle. It is literally a noodle that I cut, but it stands up beautifully. So then get the bottom. It's all falling on a plate. Normally what I do, yes, Ladybird, I love their glitter. I have to stand for this, and I know you probably can't see. Make sure you get your bottom. I'm short, guys. I can't sit in the chair and look for any bare spots. Just touch it up. And then tap it. Check and make sure you got everything covered. I'll set the spot right there. And that's it. That's it. That's 2 coats. I really could have got away with 1 coat. Thanks, Vanessa. I really could have got away with 1 coat, but me personally, I feel better if I have 2 coats. And it works. See? Sits beautifully. I don't have a lot of space, so that works perfect. Then you just take your plate and dump your glitter back in. And that's it. And then whatever falls in here, you can use and make you a original color. And that's it. And then I'll let this dry overnight. And then it'll be ready for epoxy tomorrow. So that's it. That's all there is to it. I do not spray this. I will let it sit. If it's not overnight, you're welcome. And you know what? If you buy one of the really long ones, you can make you so many of these. Cut it. You see how high it sits? That's really all you need. Because I don't use, you're welcome, Holly. I don't use my noodles for turning. I use the footballs. And that's it. If I was not letting this sit overnight, I would let it sit for about an hour, straight to epoxy. You're welcome, Perez. Straight to epoxy. I don't seal it. I don't spray it. If I had more than one color, I would, because I wouldn't want my glitters to bleed together. So that's it. Again, this is the Mod Podge I use. This is my favorite. There's no need to buy dishwasher safe because you're going to cover it with epoxy anyway. So, to me, I'd rather use this one. I have glitter everywhere. I'm sure you all can relate. So that's it. You're welcome, Melinda. So again, just this, a brush. If you are putting your first coat on and you have glitter, you can do it straight from the bottle. But if you've already got a coat of glitter, toss it in a cup. Because if you can see, there's little flakes of glitter in there. You don't want that in here, because that's going to be ruined. You'll have different colors of glitter. You're welcome, Kathy. So that's it. That's all I do. You can do it, Moody. I have done the epoxy method, and for me, I like the Mod Podge better. Just make sure you go back over, you don't have any lines, because epoxy is not forgiven. If you leave the lines in the Mod Podge and you don't smooth it out, you're going to be able to see those lines in underneath the epoxy. epoxy will not hide it. And that's it. Let it dry. You're good to go. I will epoxy this, and then I will sand it. Oh, Peggy. I got into bed last night and pulled the comforter back. There was glitter everywhere. In my eyebrows, my eyelashes, my hair. It's a mess. I have problems with a smooth coat for the second time around. Are you using who asked that? Karen. Karen, are you using a sponge brush? That's smart, Vanessa. That is really smart. I'm going to have to get me some condiment bottles. I would just say keep dipping. Just get your excess off so you have straight lines. Yes, PJ, that was a great idea. You have glitter deep in your carpet. I have hardwood floors, and literally when you walk through, you can see the sheen. Like I have purple, I have pink, I have yellow. Throw some gold and some bling in there. And I swore I would never mess with glitter. I said, I'll do vinyl, I'll do spray paint. I'm never touching glitter. 90,000 bottles later. But besides recollection, this is my favorite glitter. I love this glitter. Tara, it is not, I won't say that every glitter cup that I've done, I had to sand. Because when you put the epoxy on, it soaks into the glitter and you have rough spots. But I notice if you do a thicker coat, the sanding is not as bad. This Moody, Amazon. iConnect. The yellow is fabulous. And it has I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has like well, probably not because it's almost empty. You're welcome, Moody. Vanessa, my husband literally had a piece on his eyebrow on the side of his nose, and I did not tell him. I just let him shine. Amy, I can. Tomorrow it will be the epoxy. I can show you how I put the epoxy on it and let it spin. And then I can go live again and show you how I sand it. I wet sand. I'm trying to make sure I didn't. PJ, when you do multiple colors, spray it, seal it. When you do the first layer with Mod Podge in 2 colors, it's not that bad. When you go to do your second coat, I do the bottom, and then I usually use 2 brushes. I know that's overkill, but my OCD, I don't want my glitter mixing. So I'll use 1 brush for the bottom, 1 brush for the top, and then I just go in the middle and just kind of blend it all together and make sure that I don't have any lines. Amy, I was terrified of epoxy. You'll be fine. I promise. You can do it, Amy. Yes, Amber, wet sanding is a game changer. And it keeps the dust from kicking up. I noticed that because I don't like to wear a mask. Becky, it is literally putting sandpaper in water. Like, I thought there was some special kind of A special kind of sandpaper. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Absolutely, I will go live when I sand it. Let me see if I can scroll and see your comment, PJ. PJ, are you talking about like an ombre? Oh, but Becky, what I was saying, wet sanding. I literally get a bowl of water, dip my sandpaper in it, and sand. I don't like to wear anything on my face, so for me, wet sanding keeps the epoxy dust from going everywhere. I did too, Becky. I was like, how do you buy wet sandpaper? Like, am I missing something? Like, I don't. Could you imagine if I walked in Lowe's and asked, well, hey, what aisle's your wet sandpaper on? Yeah, Amber, I can't have anything over my face. I am claustrophobic. So, and I feel like wet sanding for me gets it smoother. It could be me, but I've tried both, and I feel like the wet sanding gets the bumps out or whatever you have going on. I think it works better. Becky, are you laughing at me? What aisle is your wet sandpaper on? It's literally putting it in water. See, Amber, I don't use 800 grit. I use 120. Does 800 grit, I noticed, and that's probably why I'm doing it a lot. Yes, Becky, it is. I have kind of like ombre, but not as bold. Yeah, PJ, when I do mine, to get it to where it's not such a heavy line, I hold like, let's say this was my cup and this was my glitter. It does, okay, Amber, I'm going to have to look into that. This is my cup, this is my glitter. To keep the line from being so predominant, I come up and tap like this. And I do it on my turner. I can't ombre holding. So I put it on my turner, and as the cup is spinning, I just tap. So I get my bottom coat, I do my bottom coat, my top coat, and then when I want that to kind of blend together, I go up higher. Becky, Amber said she uses 800 grit. I must have the wrong thing, because like I use 120. Yeah, PJ, try that. Try that. Remember, the more you go up, it's going to blend a little bit better. Because I do my bottom, and then I do my top. And of course, you want the two to mingle a little bit in the middle. So the higher you go up, it's going to kind of like fall in place for you, I guess is the right term. Peggy, it does scratch the epoxy. And I talked to Julie today. I helped her on Facebook Messenger. She was sanding a cup. She says, oh my God, I see scratches. You're going to see scratches, but as soon as you put that next coat of epoxy on, those scratches are going to be gone. You will not even know that you sanded it. Yes, the epoxy would. You should see the hot mess I did. I was trying to look and see if I had it. I'll show you. PJ, let me show you. I'm coming. No, Peggy, don't toss it. Okay, PJ, this was my first ombre. I said, ooh, that isn't mixing. Like, that's not right. I mean, it's pretty, and if you look up close, like but I wanted to do the dark light combo. So I tried the up high method on this cup. You see it fades. And this is glitter, top and bottom. I missed a comment. Let me see. Oh, Kimberly. Amber. I must have missed something. PJ, you are exactly right. Clemson Tigers. Amber, you get what by the gallons? I think I missed something. Or Amber, you don't want to, you're scared of switching brands to what? Did I miss something? Well, hello, I'm in Lexington. Howdy, neighbor. Yes, Vanessa. Go Tigers, yes. This is a house divided. We got Tigers and we got Gamecocks. I used Illumilite, and then I switched to Pro Marine. I will never go back. I absolutely, when I first got the Pro Marine and I did it, I hated it. I was like, oh no, I'm never ever using Pro Marine again. I wasted all this money. We'll do it to epoxy the bar outside or whatever. And oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And then I switched to Pro Marine. Now I will never go back. I absolutely love Pro Marine, and it has a higher heat threshold than Illumilite. Plus, over time with Illumilite, your cups can have like a yellow hue to them. With Pro Marine, they don't do that. Wet sanding is a game changer. It really is a game changer. That's cool, Michelle. It was that Iman? Where's that at, Michelle? Kimberly, I did. I don't know if you guys have seen her. She's in the group. Her name is Miranda. She owns Team Brando's Designs. She has the best ombre spray painting tutorial. And I messaged her and I said, can you please do a tutorial on ombre spray painting? And she did. And I did it on that first cup. It worked phenomenal. Look her up on YouTube. Team Brando's Designs. Okay, Michelle, I know that's Inman. Okay. Near Greer. I know where you're talking about. Yep. So that's, I mean, where do you get your... I get it straight from the Pro Marine website. Crystal, you can get it from their website. I think you can get it on Amazon too. Hey Veronica, but if you get it from their website, I believe Miranda has a code that you can use and you get 10% off. Like their shipping is, I buy it by the gallons. You're welcome, Kimberly. I buy it by the gallon, and their shipping is free and quick. Yes, Amber, I do. I ordered, for some reason, and you from South Carolina will know, our stores never have anything. Like you can find it at one store and not another, and I'm not driving all over Creation to find a heater. Our Walmart doesn't have them, I guess because we're going into summer. So I bought this one off of Amazon because I'm an Amazon junkie, for 20 bucks. And it has a feature that if it leans back, it shuts off. It's a safety feature. Thanks, Melinda. And I put it on low heat. And it does help. To me, it helps with the drying process because I have zero patience. So it does speed it up a little bit. Definitely speeds up the Mod Podge drying process. So that's it. You guys have any more questions? I'm free. So ask away, even if it's not related to glitter. Amber, I don't know if you can see Kathy Pro Marine, and I go to their website. I have a lot of people in here in South Carolina. I did not know I had that many neighbors. Here's my turner, and here's my heater. So I would say about this far apart. Tara, my husband built it, and I told him tonight that when he gets this perfected, because if any of you guys watch my water slide tutorial, you're welcome, Peggy. If you watch my water slide tutorial, I was in the middle of turning a cup and it stopped. So I did tell him when he finishes this cup and this turner and it gets perfected, he has to go live with me and show y'all how to do it. So you can make your own cup turner and you can have 1,000 of them going at one time. Do you add vinyl after 2 coats of epoxy or one after different? Perez, I do, like on my glitter cup, I'll do a layer of epoxy, sand it, wash the cup, put my decal on, and then my second layer of epoxy. That's how I do mine. Yes, PJ, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Did that answer your question, Perez? I hope it did. You're welcome. So that's pretty much it. Okay, good, Perez. Laura, when I sand my cups, before I'm doing a cup, I sand it because if I'm spray painting it, Amber, it depends on what I'm doing. If I get a good first coat, 1. With my glitter, 2. Laura, when I'm first starting on a cup, when I'm priming my cup or prepping my cups, I sand it and I wash it with just a little bit of Dawn dish liquid. I don't use alcohol. I don't use anything else to wipe the cup down because I notice for me, when I do that, if I spray paint my cup, I have little bumps, like almost like the spray paint didn't want to stick. So I just stick with Dawn and it gets everything off. And then when I wet sand it, I do the same thing. Put a little drop of Dawn on the cup. I use my hand so I can feel and make sure I get all the dust off. And then I dry it really good. And then it's ready for the last coat of epoxy. And Amber, back to your question. You're welcome, Laura. If I'm doing a glitter cup, I use 2 coats of epoxy. If I can get my first coat of my first coat of epoxy good, and it's smooth and I don't have any issues, I only do 1 coat. See, Tara, I like Walmart's glitter, believe it or not. Maybe I'm not just one of those glitter fanatics. Amber, me either. For whatever reason, it's always a little bumpy. But I've seen, like, the top pros that do cups. and theirs isn't smooth either. So I think it's just kind of hard to get it. Yeah, Laura, I like the Walmart glitter too. Yep. I like their glitter. I like Recollections. I really like the iConnect glitter. And the Hobby Lobby glitter is okay. But and Walmart, you can get the big containers. I think it's like 2 something, 3 something. What I do for the bottom, yes, Laura, the gold is awesome. What I do for the bottom is I take my sandpaper, like if this were my sandpaper, I take it like this and I twist it. If it's too bad, I will go really, really gently with the Dremel and like that. No, Michelle, that's one thing I'm not, and I know epoxy is expensive, but I'm not stingy with my coats. I'd rather do 1 thick coat than have to do 4 or 5 thin coats. It was the little neon tubes for like $3. I must have missed something. Tara, I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about glitter? I must have missed something. Oh, okay. You're talking about like the little bottles. I think I know what you're talking about. I like the Walmart glitter. I mean, I have not, the only color I really don't care for is the pink. I don't care for the pink color because you have to use a lot of coats. Even with a base painted pink, you have to use a lot of glitter. And you get this from the dollar store. Go get you a bin and some paper plates. And save your glitter. Alright, does anybody have any more questions? Crystal, I think so. That's my personal preference. I think it holds better. Yes, Laura. It does. It really does everywhere. You're welcome, Kathy. I think the Krylon is better. And I think it was from the dollar store, the Lazy Susan. And that's what I spin my cups on, and I spray kind of far back so you don't get any runs. You're welcome, Laura. I don't know how we cannot get it everywhere. I've not mastered that yet. Alright, well, if that's it, you're welcome, Crystal. I can show you. I use matte. This is the one I use unless it's a color that's not in matte. That's the one that I use. And I always spray my cups with a base. Like my yellow cup, I sprayed with Sunshine Yellow. Thank you, Vanessa. I'll try. Whenever you're doing a cup, whatever color glitter you're using, if you spray it, if you use the base spray paint your base close to whatever color you're using, you won't have to use as much glitter. Now, on a cup like this, it was just white because naturally you're not going to spray paint two different colors. I mean, you could. That's what I did with this one. With this one, I painted the bottom purple with spray paint and I painted the top orange. And it turned out really good. But if if you are using a solid color. Okay, thank you, Tara. If you're doing a solid color, if you spray paint your base close to match it, you won't use as much glitter. Crystal, I do not. This yellow cup will go straight to epoxy. This cup, yes, I sprayed it because I didn't want, I mean, it's an ombre, so of course the colors are going to blend a little, but I didn't want all the black into the blue, nor did I want any of the blue all into the black. So I did seal this with the Rust-Oleum sealer with this. So that's what I spray it with. If I'm using more than one color glitter, I will spray it because I don't want my colors to be merging together more than what they already are. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. And you don't have to seal it, Crystal, if you don't want to. I think it's just a personal preference. I won't seal this one because it's one solid color. Candace, did I miss your comment? I do a pretty thick coat. I see that it works better. You have less fish eyes, less bubbles, less ripples if you do a pretty thick coat. When I go live tomorrow and epoxy this cup, you'll see how thick it is. Yep, Kathy, with this one, I go straight to epoxy. Sylvia, no, I do not use dishwasher safe Mod Podge simply because it's not going to matter. It's going to be covered in epoxy, and even though you can put your tumblers in the dishwasher, as long as you air dry them, I don't recommend putting them in the dishwasher, but I don't really see a need to use dishwasher safe if it's not going in the dishwasher. You're welcome, Kathy. Is Walmart glitter good too? Yes, Tree, I use Walmart glitter too. This is Walmart glitter. This bottom is Walmart glitter. This is, I think this is Hobby Lobby, but this is Walmart. You're welcome, Sylvia. I don't know if I bought the wrong kind, but my dishwasher safe Mod Podge looks like gel. Like this is white in color. My dishwasher safe Mod Podge didn't look like that. So I don't know if I got a bad batch or if that's how it's supposed to look. But this is the Mod Podge that I use. And it's just gloss. And it's cheaper too, Tree. Walmart is. And I'm all about cheap. It's going to be covered with Mod Podge. You're welcome, Crystal. I know that everybody's on a different time zone. Except all of my people that are in here now from South Carolina that I didn't realize we had so many. But if you missed the live, you can always go back and watch the replay. So tomorrow I'll go live and I will epoxy this cup. I'll let it spin and then I'll go live again, probably the next day. And that way you guys can see it being wet sanded. You can watch me wet sand. Yes, Mindy, go back and watch the replay. Kathy, this, if you heat this up a little bit, I did, Tree. I did. I sealed it with this. And I let it dry for about an hour and then I went straight to epoxy. Kathy, if you take this, you can heat this up just a little bit. I don't even know that I would heat it. If you take this and you pop it under one of the drip bubbles, you can kind of shave it off. I have had a cup that I heated this up with my embossing tool, my heat gun. I heated the blade up a little bit and slid it around the rim of the cup like this while it was heated, and it got rid of every single drip bubble there was. Because this works really good if it's heated. You're welcome. Oh, Tree, I'm sorry. No, on this one, I did the glitter. I did the first layer of Mod Podge. I wet sanded it down after it was dry, and then I put my decals on it, and then I went straight to epoxy. So I didn't seal this. I guess it wasn't really sealed. It was just covered in, I guess it was sealed with epoxy, but not a spray or anything. No, it's regular vinyl. That's regular vinyl. I used the Colonical Warp, setting in Silhouette. I talked about that today. It changes. You put in the measurements of your cup, your top, your bottom, and the height, and it automatically warps the words for you, and then it lays flat on the cup. So your line, you don't have this one up too high, this one down too low. It lays perfect on there. Good. All right, so is there any more questions? Tara, I love it. And we upgraded we had the designer edition, and we upgraded to the business edition for that colonical wrap. That was the only reason why I upgraded. Everything else was pretty much the same, but the colonical wrap, you can put in measurements for anything, and it will give you a template in your words. I mean, you can put in the measurements for this, how tall it is, how wide this is, how wide this is, and it creates the perfect size. You just put in the dimensions, and you can't really see it on the screen. You're like, that didn't work, something's not right. You can't tell because it's so faint you can't even see it, but when you go to put it on your item, you'll be able to tell. Because I used to lay it on there, hold it back, shift it, move it. Now you don't have to do that. And that's the reason why we upgraded, was for that specifically. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I hope that helped you with the glittering portion of it. Tree, somebody said Cricut had a colonical warp. Or maybe it was a curved text or something. I know earlier somebody said that the Cricut did do that. No, Michelle, one time I went to Swing Design because I went to Silhouette and it was more expensive. So I went through Swing Design. I think going from designer to business was $29. And that was one time. And now you don't pay a monthly fee. There's no monthly fees with the Silhouette. I don't know if there's something like with the designs, but I don't pay anything monthly. I paid it one time, and that was it. Definitely worth the upgrade money. Yeah, Tara, that's what I thought. Now, I don't know if the curved text is the same thing as the colonical warp. I keep wanting to say wrap, but that's not right. You're welcome, Michelle. Swing Design. And you pay right then. They give you your code. You go in your Silhouette. You open it up. You put in your code. You upgrade. And if you decide to do that and you need any help finding the colonical warp, just shoot me a message and I'll show you where to find it. Alright guys, well I guess I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, Tara, that's just the curved text. This is like a warp. Yes, Kathy. I try to get on. Sometimes during the day is better for me. But I try to get on at different times so I can catch people. But you can always watch the replay if you miss it. But I like for you guys to be able to ask questions and I give you a real-time answer versus waiting on somebody to answer it in a comment section. Because sometimes we get so many people in the group every day, new members, and sometimes we're not ignoring you, the post just gets lost. But if you ever comment on something and I don't respond, chances are I didn't see it. So tag me in it. That way I'll know that it's there. Thanks, Tree. Alright, so I'll go live tomorrow. I'll say probably around 10 or 11 my time. It's 7:14 p.m. here now. I'll go live tomorrow and do the epoxy for the bus cup, and if you guys miss it, like I said, just watch the replay, and then if you can join me in the morning, that'll be great, and you can ask any questions, and you'll see how much epoxy I use, and then I'll go live on Friday and show you how to sand it, how to wet sand it. So I guess it'll be like a 3-part process. You seen the first coat was already done, but the first coat and the second coat are basically the same. I'll let this dry overnight. We will epoxy it tomorrow, and then Friday we'll sand it, so that way you can see the steps. And that way you know, this will be like part 2. Tomorrow will be part 2, and then Friday will be part 3. So that's what I'll name it. What did I say this was? Glittering with Mod Podge. So I'll do part 2 tomorrow and part 3 Friday. That way you guys can keep up with it. You're welcome, Peggy. Alright, well you guys have a wonderful day, night. I don't know where you guys all are, but thank you for joining me. You're welcome, PJ. Let me know how that, if you change your what's it called? What did I say? Your distance. Oh, thank you, Martha. I try to be helpful. You're welcome, Joey. Y'all hear my husband tiptoeing? He thinks he's being quiet. He's tiptoeing. So as soon as he gets done with that cup turner, He'll let you in on his secret. So you'll know how to build it. He's over there dancing. Alright. Thank you, PJ. Yeah, let me see it. Yeah, Karen, as soon as I stop this, it will be any way you can. What you mean, Christy? Karen, as soon as this is over and I post it, you'll be able to watch it from the very beginning. Cover the stick it or double-sided it. Okay, Mary, I'll see you tomorrow. Christy, do you mean like washi tape? I haven't done any double-sided adhesive, so I'm not sure. I used Loctite. That was a nightmare. I won't never do that again. Maybe I did it wrong, but I haven't tried the double-sided adhesive. If you're talking like the washi tape or the double-sided tape they use to decorate cups, I've not used that, so I'm not sure. I know that doesn't help you, but I don't want to answer something if I'm not sure. What are you trying to do with it, Christy? Are you trying to use it for like washi tape and decorate the cup, or what is the purpose for the double-sided tape? Maybe you can shed some light on that. I'm sorry I couldn't help. The cups. Well, yeah, you put it on the cups, but is it like a design, or do you put glitter on the double-sided tape, or is it like decorative and you just... Because I did a washi tape cup, but not double-sided. Let me see if I can find it. You mean like this? This is washi tape. Is this what you're talking about? No? Okay. I'm not sure. This is washi tape though. So I made this like the unicorn horn. Colorful. Thanks, PJ. So this is just washi tape and glitter on the bottom. Walmart glitter. And then just the vinyl. But more of, I want a character on the cup. I'm not sure, Christy. Maybe make a post in the group and see if somebody's used double-sided tape. Or you can use search. Go in the group and search. Special paper. Tara, what do you mean, special paper? I've never used double-sided tape, so I'm not sure. Water slide. That's this. This is the kind that I use. This is the transparent. This, this is water slide. This is transparent water slide. So you print on the water slide, and then the transparent, it takes on whatever color your cup is. So this is my real life mermaid cup. And you see her and then some shells. Kathy, I did a tutorial in the group. If you search, type in water slide, I show you how to do it. You print it off and you can cut it. Okay, yeah, Tara, let me know. You print on your water slide, and you seal it 3 times with this. and then you cut it out, and then you just put it on your cup. You have to remember that your transparent is going to take on whatever color your cup is. But I also, in that tutorial, I tell you how to get around that, because sometimes I don't like white water slide paper. They make it, but I don't like it. So I tell you a trick to not using the white water slide. To me, it tears too easily. And the colors, no matter how much you seal it, they bleed. It's horrible. So search in the group for the tutorial that I did. And if you have any questions after that, or something that I didn't cover, you can let me know. Is that what it's called, Tara? Winks? Winks. I've never heard of that. I'm out of the loop. So I know I need to cup the image. Okay, that's new to me. I think I know what you're talking about, but I've never done it. Not sure. Alright guys, well, I guess I will see you tomorrow. Tara said YouTube. Tara, do you know where you can get the sticky double-sided tape? The really sticky adhesive? Bye, Kathy. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Trisha. You got on and I'm getting ready to get off. You can watch the replay, though. We have bad timing, Trisha. Okay, cool. Thank you, Tara. Such a big help. Alright, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, Trisha, I just did the Mod Podge. I had a cup that needed a second layer of Mod Podge. And a lot of people were asking about glitter and Mod Podge and which is the best to use. And so, thank you. So I just went live so they could see it. You see my little sidekick in the background? That's Logan. Alright, well, I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a good evening. And as always, if you have any questions or if you need any help, just shoot me a message. Trisha said, hey, Logan.
Hey.
He's hide. Say, hey. They can't see you. You have to come here where you can be seen. This is my helper. This is Logan. Now I see the top of your head. Alright, well, you guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow for part 2 when I epoxy the school bus cup. Alright, you guys have a great night.